Well, welcome all, one and all, to the first annual Noble Shire Holiday Special. Thank you guys. These are some fantastic people. Thank you all for participating, taking time out of your busy schedule right around the holidays to talk with us today. 2023 has been an overwhelmingly wonderful year for music
Hmm.
again. And every year I keep thinking nothing could be better than the last one, and this one was. And you guys have been a major part of that for me. So what I'll be doing today in this special is I'm going to ask three major questions. And actually, I won't do what I was going to do is ask those questions because then it gets repetitive. So let's go ahead and let's get started. What were some of the highlights of 2023 for you, and what did you do differently this year than you did in the past?
Can I start? Is that okay? If I start off,
Whoever,
yeah, okay,
whoever,
I'll go.
there's
I'm Mark, and I'm the other half of Hats Off Gentlemen's Adequate, along with Malcolm down there.
hello.
Yeah, we're in
Hi.
different parts of London at the moment, so I'm up in North London. He's a bit more central than me at the moment. Um, Things we did differently this year. Well, we had a new album out this year, didn't we? The Light of
We
Ancient
did.
Mistakes, and things we did differently. We sold a few copies.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, that was an
Cheers to that.
interesting shock development. Yeah,
Yes,
um,
yes, it's definitely been our best performing album thus far, isn't it? I think.
yeah,
And
yeah,
in terms of the reach it's had as well internationally, and the press it's had, and the reaction it's had as well, it's been very, very, very positive. Not that it hasn't been positive previously for other albums, but it's reached a lot further this time around, I think, isn't it? And
yeah.
been played out a lot more as well. So that's been a huge boon for us.
And
Just
I
seeing the
think you
reaction
guys
to
have
it.
toured more, haven't you? Than
We've done more gigs, yeah. We've still keep it in the UK. We've never quite set foot abroad yet, uh, for various reasons, you know. But we've been up and down the country and doing more festival stuff, and
Mm.
we're still doing our, Prog the Forest festival that we put on as well, and we're getting bigger acts for that. So yeah, things are on the up. There's a definite upward
Mm.
trend to, for us this year. So long may it continue. I think.
Yeah, and from my perspective, like Mark says, the album, we're really pleased with the album. On a practical level, I'm very pleased that we've gone to doing the digipack format rather than the plastic CDs,
Absolutely,
just
yeah,
because they take up so much less space in the flat,
yeah.
and they're lighter to post, and fewer of them get smashed in the suitcase on the way to and from gigs. So
You've
that's
had a few trips to the post office, haven't you, for
we
international
have had
postage,
many
and
trips to the post office.
yeah,
Yeah,
and a few
and
more distributors have picked us up this year as
yeah.
well. So we've got international distribution that's picked up, so that's been really good, and hopefully that will continue with the next album as well. So yeah, it's been an excellent year for us personally and professionally.
Yeah, and I'm also really pleased with how Prog the Forest has gone. So it's a charity prog festival, and we've raised it raises funds for the World Land Trust, which is a environmental charity that buys threatened rainforest and other habitat to put into protective custody, working with local communities. And in the several years we've been doing Prog the Forest, we've now got up to 63 acres that we've managed to get, raised enough for 63 acres to be protected. So we're really pleased with that.
that is a wonderful charity, and that's Brazil rainforest or all over the world.
It works in they work in numerous countries.
Mm.
Okay, excellent. I know she's happy about that. South America. We'll talk about that later. All right. Who would like to go next?
No one.
Everybody's shy, so I feel like I'm the most shy. I can go on. So we must talk about how this year started differently from previous one, and
Mm.
what I did differently. Well, I started this year in South America actually, as I met New Year in Argentina. I've been working on the video for the future album that is going to be out summer 2024. And this is something that I did differently this year because, I mean, besides other things that I will mention, also, of course, cheap, because I plan to release a new album next summer, but I started preparing all the visuals before. Well, I mean, I did similar things before, but this time, this is much bigger production, and it's again, I'm going to make video for almost every song. So I think yeah, if I must say that I did something differently, is working more and like preparing better and much more sooner, so that I know that when the album is going to be out, I will not have to be so stressed about any kind of promo and everything. I will just be there celebrating, because I've been working so hard before, and this is like everything is going to be ready. It's not going to be as traumatizing as the previous album. But besides all, of course, I think I must mention that together with Cheap, we released, well, I mean, mostly Cheap, but I sang on the album of Quicksilver Night, and it was cool. Wasn't it, Cheap? I'm not.
Okay.
Okay, you can tell me later, was it cool or not?
I think she asked that question. Yeah.
Okay, thank you guys for listening.
We may have lost your vocal, Chip.
Yeah, we can't hear him.
Oh, he's
I think we
saying.
I'm
lost
sure
your
he was
vocal.
saying it was wonderful.
Yeah, it looks like he was. Yeah.
How about now?
That's
Oh,
better.
There we go.
oh.
Yeah.
Yes, it was cool.
Good to know.
I'm sitting here talking. I'm like, why are they looking at me like I've lost my mind?
You're the one
Technology.
with the halo. I don't know.
You know what? This isn't a virtual thing. I can't get rid of it, so it must be real. So y'all just gonna have to trust me.
You've been playing
trust.
that game too long. Now
Yeah.
it became part of you.
Well, it could be worse. I could have kept the tail.
Okay, yeah. So everyone who was thinking about their answers, we've saved you sometimes with our silly jokes.
Yeah, that's what that was about.
Of course. If you're done, I can speak.
Sure.
Please.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
Great. I was waiting because I didn't know if you all have said everything. So my name is Margalena. It's nice to meet you all. I'm from Greece. I think I'm the only one who is from Greece here, I guess. Well, I'm in a band called Mistfall, and 2023 was a great year for me because I created this band. Because till now we went for many live appearances with my solo project, with my own name, and with my first solo album, and it was a great experience. But this year we created that album. We're with a very good record label. We have also done two official music videos, and we are ready to do our third one, and we're so happy for that. And of course, in 2024, we're going to plan our live appearance and festivals with Mistfall as well. And so the most beautiful thing for me was that I created this band, and we're doing many things with that, and I'm just waiting for all the other things. So I don't have much to say because it's very early, all that, it's very recent. So that's for me. I
That's
hope to
huge.
see you all at the festival. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you.
She's a true soprano, and if you guys haven't heard her yet, the name of the band is Mistfall, and it's metal, but it's in some cases some of it is progressive. I think it is. I
Yes.
think anything that pushes music to me
Yes.
is progressive in some way, not traditional Genesis, that kind of progressive, but it's it's a wonderful album, and it's nice to finally hear that. And I've listened to some sopranos, but she just, you don't have to scream. It's just natural. It's wonderful. So yeah, if you get a chance, take a listen. And hopefully, she might be doing something else, but we'll see. I suggested something, so we'll see.
Thank So I'm done if someone else wants to give his answer.
Okay, let's go for it. If you,
Oh.
I started. No, I wanted to be the last one.
First. Women
No, you know,
first.
yeah, it's very difficult
Everybody
to keep
at
me
once.
quiet. It's difficult to keep me quiet, and tonight I'm very quiet because we are a lot. So, well, for me, this year has been really, really a special one. I'm Laura Piazzai from Italy, and I work a lot with Clive Nolan. From Arena and Dragon, and my band now with Clive Nolan is Imaginarium. We unfortunately we lost a band member in August last year, and it was really a sad thing that we could, in any way we could, work on this album, The Rise of Medici, which is a history of Italy. And well, it's very enjoyable. It's a concept album that has great reviews. And now for the first time on the 26th of January, we are going to be in Holland for the first show. So that's very, very emotional because Eric, well, he had the opportunity to, let's say, listen to the finished album, to the masters, but he could never hold this luxury edition of the ebook, which is really a masterpiece. And there is also digipack and everything. It was his dream. So bringing on his dream will be really something incredible and emotional. And well, we are planning to do obviously other shows around. What else for this year? Of course, as I mentioned before, I appeared on this beautiful album, Tesla of Jerry Cotillo Oak. It was a great album to me, and for the critics. And this year, the first thing, I think in Massimo, you're here too. So I'm going to appear with this great friend of mine, wonderful Nick Fletcher. I'm so honored that Massimo Pieretti put us together, and we will appear on The Creatures of the Night too, on his new album.
And maybe on another one, maybe.
And maybe on another, well, I can't say things that are not certain yet, so we will not announce uncertain things. But yes, it's very, very, very cool. I love this. And well, I have lots of news for the upcoming year, really lots of news. I will appear as the Viking goddess in The Mortal Light of Clive Nolan. For the musical, there will be Imaginarium 2, so Clive will start to write this Imaginarium 2.
Oh.
Be another, yes. It's official now. Clive and I are working on the new album, so the duo album.
Excellent.
Yes, so we have From the Outside In, the next, the follow-up, let's say. We have another project, big project. I can't mention it yet because I want him to do it first, but that's another one with my voice inside, and it's a very cool project again. Well, my husband is writing a very beautiful album, and of course, who was going to sing it? Me. So lots of work for me, and I'm too happy about it, because I feel this great passion. But I have a dream. Because I'm the dreamer of the dreamers, and I have a big dream. I want to work a lot with Nick Fletcher. Nick, it's your turn.
Nick,
that
I
over
think
to me
that's
then?
your cue.
Is that my cue?
Looks like it.
Well, that's quite an introduction.
Of course, so now you have to go.
Nick Fletcher, the Robert De Niro of guitar players.
Such a great, my God, it's such a classy one, my God. No, stop it. I can't just say all these things about you.
No, you can't. No, that's very kind. Though.
But it's
Thank you.
true.
Thank you. Yes, I've been busy too, Mark, as you know. So I've been busy making an album which I released in September, and also as well as doing that, I've recorded, for Massimo and on his new album with Laura. So yeah, I've been keeping very busy, and at the moment I'm recording another album with the John Hackett Band, and that comes out next year. Yeah, so things are going pretty good at the moment. Keeping very busy, and also next year I start working a follow-up to the quadrivium that I released in September. Yeah.
Is it going to be like a second or something completely different?
Well, you'll have to wait and see, Mark.
Okay. All right. Actually, that was the 2024 part. Some of us are jumping ahead, which there's nothing wrong with that, but yeah. And that's all.
The new album will be different. Yeah, slightly different lineup of musicians. But yeah, essentially similar to what I did before, but certainly, different elements in there as well. Yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to that John Hackett album. I was hoping it'd be this year, but next year's just as good.
Yeah, it'll be coming out soon. Watch this space. Early next year.
Excellent.
Yeah. Next.
Well, there's only 3 of you, so
Should we do rock, paper, scissors?
let's talk to somebody from the Washington, Seattle area. Go ahead, Michael.
Okay, that must mean me.
That you're the only one other than me. No.
Yeah. So my name is Michael True, and I'm from Seattle, so very, very nearby to where Mark lives, just north of here. And I sing in a band called Moonletters, prog band, and
but he does a lot more too.
Yeah. What else? I play the flute a little bit, and this was a really busy year as everybody was talking about stuff. This year's felt like 5 years or something.
Yeah.
But this was the first year, so Moonletter's second album came out last year, and so I was sitting here thinking like, oh, what have we even done this year? And but the big thing was we decided to like start touring, and we started playing festivals. And so the first one we did it's called Terra Incognita Festival in Quebec City.
Yep.
And
it's a big one.
That was amazing. That was, possibly the best gig of my life so far. It was great. And so we did that, and then we played Prog Day. That's in North Carolina. That was cool. And so anyways, big stuff. Next March, we're gonna play a thing called Prog on the Ranch that's in Florida. And what's funny is that it happens like 2 days after the end of Cruise to the Edge. So it's kind of it's a fun thing for us to kind of connect with a lot of different people in that way. And I'm very fortunate. Massimo asked me to do something on his upcoming album. So anyways, it's just really, really busy. I could, go on and on.
Go ahead.
Some of his band members have also released albums of their own, and those have been very excellent. And we actually got to see keyboard player up here in Bellingham. He did a show, and that was Cosmos. Why can't I think of the name?
Chaos in the Cosmos.
Chaos in the Cosmos, yeah.
Not to be confused with Chaos over Cosmos.
Yeah, absolutely. But no, wonderful show, good guy. He's always been a nice guy. I met him with Mike Beck in Seattle when they did one of their shows. But if you haven't heard this guy sing, please check him out. It's like, and he probably doesn't like me saying this all the time, but I do anyway. He sounds like a Phil Collins or an early Peter Gabriel. And when I heard their first album, I was like, oh my God, that's early Genesis. That's Genesis from Revelation. And yeah, he's got a hell of a voice. So check him out. And he actually donned a Peter Gabriel like costume, and it was just awesome. Do you want to tell him about that?
They look amused. Yeah, I'm the type of performer that's really into storytelling visually on stage. So you could imagine like Gabriel or Bowie, or there's a few that get really into it, and not just in the prog genre, but so yeah, I just get really into it when we get on stage.
It was incredible when I saw that. I was like, oh my God. Took me
So
all the way back to Foxtrot and all that stuff. It was awesome. Yeah. Thank you.
So
All right,
if
we're
it's
done.
okay for you, I close the circle after Laura, Nick, and
Sure.
Michael, that are my new collaborators. My name is Massimo Pieretti. I am from Rome, from Italy, and I am a keyboard player, composer, and I have my own personal solo project. And I play the keyboards with the band No Age, gothic prog rock metal band from Rome too. I spent the first part of the year, the 23, promoting my first album, my first song, because for me is a song was my first attempt to say to the world my opinion on music, my musical ideas, and with lyrics. So I spent the first part of the year promoting it. In the meantime, I start playing with these guys, the No Age. So during all the year, we put up an album which is out in these days, which is called From Darkness to Life. It is going out yesterday, I think. And after a single track, Playground of the Dead. And at the moment, I am working also at my next solo album, which is an upgrade to my first. There is a philosophy under my project of a sort of socio-cultural revolution, because today we are bombarded by social media, TV, and everything, and everything seems crazy.
Yeah.
So I start think about put some music, new music on the market. And the first album, A New Beginning, was a sort of autobiographical concept album, partly autobiographical, partly inspired by movies, and with a lot of guests. And this new one is a real dark musical. It will be called The Next Dream, and it is about the world of dreams and the creature who live there with us. Who are they? What they want from us? And there are a lot of links to our society. And it is an upgrade because of different important collaborations on it. Apart from Laura, Nick, and Michael, which I thank you very much. There will be other great artists like John Eckett, Rob Townsend. I can't remember them all, but there are more than 40. Matthias Olsson from Engelbert on the drums, and Ray Weston of Ecolin. So it seems to be quite a good album for me. And I think I finished.
Good. Yeah, he's almost done, or he is done. Excellent. Okay.
I apologize to all for my poor English, especially especially for Laura.
We will. No, I will contact you later so you can have some lessons.
You guys from these countries, you speak 2, 3, some of you probably 4 or 5.
Absolutely.
We here in the United States, we're lucky if we speak 2. So don't feel bad about that at all. Yeah, most of us, thanks to her, I do speak some Spanish, and I had took some courses, but I would never say fluently. So yeah, no, we take our hats off to you that you give it a try and do as well as you do. So do not feel bad about that at all.
Sorry, I only want to say another thing. I'm talking from this little place that is my very little home studio, where all my projects are coming from. And I want to say that is a very low starting point. My project is starting from a very low basic. So this is all my little world. Everything is here, my keyboards, my instruments, and everything starts from here. Everything is conceived here, in this room.
That room, exactly that room. That's great.
Yes.
Impressive.
He's being humble. He's got a lot of beautiful keyboards and things there. All right. It's time for the Blackheart Orchestra.
Hello.
Hello. Wow. Are we going to be cut off in 1 minute?
We are.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe we should wait, because
we can make it really quick.
No. You guys have to take some time. They had a hell of a year. I mean, they didn't put out an album. They did that last year, but they have been touring almost all year long. So no, I don't want to cut you off at all. Let's just, does anyone want to mention anything else? We'll forget about that order I have. Is there anyone that didn't get a chance to mention a 24 album? I think you guys, the Black.
Oh yeah.
Might.
Well, to be honest, I'm unsure of the etiquette here. I didn't want to interrupt anybody. If you want me to fill in the less than 1 minute we have remaining, I can try, but are we reconvening?
Yeah, I want to. So what's going to happen? We'll tell you as soon as it cuts off. Well, we don't have enough time. Anyway, it's going to cut off just like it did during all of your interviews. And then I got to wait till it uploads, and then I'll be back in about 3 minutes, and hopefully everyone will hang in here. Chrissy, I know you want to talk, but you need more than a minute. I'm sorry.